It's Cash from the Sweet Science Media, and I'm joined by the one, the only, Ariel Helwani. Ariel, how about you?
I'm doing well, my man. How are you?
Yeah, I'm not bad, thank you. We're obviously here at Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, the big one, Knockout Chaos, Anthony Joshua, Francis Ngannou. Before we sort of get your breakdown of the fight, did you think we'd be here?
Man, you know, when Francis left the UFC in January of 2023, a lot of people were writing him off before ever finding out what his plans were. And I kept saying, just wait, just wait. He's got something. He's working on things. He wants to box. He wants to do this. He was like, nah, he fumbled the bag. He fumbled the bag. Then he gets the PFL deal. Then he gets the Tyson fight. People was like, he's going to get smoked. Look what happened. And after that fight, I said, the next fight has to be AJ on my show on the Monday after. And then after Deontay lost to Joseph Parker, that night I said, it has to be Francis AJ now. And now here we are. So a year ago, did this seem far-fetched? Yes. But a few months ago, I was saying this needs to be the fight, and I'm delighted that it's the fight.
It's well known that you're a big fan and an advocate for Francis. Coming from the MMA world, obviously you want to stick to your own. Going into the Tyson Fury fight, did you really believe that he did have a chance?
Yes, I did, on multiple levels. And by the way, I'm a huge boxing fan. I like boxing just as much as MMA. And I have the utmost respect for Tyson. I have the utmost respect for Anthony. I just thought the boxing public didn't quite understand who Francis is as a fighter, but also as a person, what he's been through, what he's overcome, what he's done in his life and career. And so this man doesn't understand what impossible means. He doesn't understand like the stuff that you or I think, no, there's no way. To him, that's just like another mountain to climb. And so I know about his power, I know about his IQ, I know how he can't really get rocked. And so I thought if he can catch Tyson, it could be trouble. And I think the same thing about this fight against AJ. If he can catch AJ with one of those punches, AJ has gone down via lesser punchers, right? Andy Ruiz, even Robert Helenius rocked him last summer. So I'm not sleeping on Francis, and I would suggest no one does either.
I think it's a relevant point that you made, that fans still are skeptical of Francis.
Yeah.
I guess a lot of the boxing world didn't see his story, didn't understand what he'd overcome, like you had mentioned. But I still think that they're still writing him off. He went in against arguably the best boxer of this generation in that division, and arguably won. Do you think that AJ might take the mindset from the fans and underestimate him going into this tomorrow night?
Not with the likes of Ben Davison by his side. And you see AJ's demeanor all week. He's very calm, he's very sharp. He's not here to be friends. He's not here to joke around. He's not showing up to dinners and galas and all that stuff. He seems like a man on a mission. And I don't know if we're going to see the flashiest version of Anthony Joshua, if that exists. I think we're going to see a very smart, measured Anthony Joshua who understands just get one win. Just get one win, and I'm right there. It's either Usyk 3 or Fury 1, which is the one we all want to see as well. So I think he has an amazing team. Linking up with Ben was brilliant, Lee Wiley, and so let's see what we see on Friday, but I don't think he's going to take him lightly, and I don't think he has taken him lightly.
Do you think this win, if AJ gets it, does anything for his career?
I mean, obviously it puts him right there, and that will be 4 in a row after the 2 losses to Usyk. Who would have thought he would even be in this position in August of 2022 when he's there breaking down, throwing the belts out of the ring? What a redemption story. What a reclamation project. Give him credit. That would be 4 wins in 11 months. Who's doing that? You know, especially in the heavyweight division. So I love AJ, and I think he doesn't get enough love from the UK public at times, and I hope that they start backing him a little bit more, especially if he wins this fight on Friday as he tries to get undisputed gold.
Usyk Fury coming up in a few months in Saudi again. The winner of this is obviously touted to face the winner of that. I know it's all hypotheticals, but a fight that no one's really talking about is Ngannou Usyk. I don't think anybody's even mentioning that.
Yeah.
If that does happen, do you think it's a bigger fight than an AJ or a Fury fight?
Number 1 is AJ Fury. Number 2 is Fury and Ngannou 2. You know, and then it's a crapshoot. Is it either Usyk AJ 3 or Usyk and Ngannou, which you've never seen before. I think if AJ gets by Ngannou, we're going to see a much different AJ against Usyk than we did the last 2 times. He was not there, especially after the first loss. The guy we saw in Abu Dhabi, in Saudi Arabia, wasn't the same guy. It wasn't. And he's come a long way. So I would love to see him get another crack, and I would love to see him try to get the 4 belts. Someone has to make that history. Why not him?
Switching over to the MMA world, on Saturday night, a huge card. We obviously have 𝗕𝗺𝗀𝗎 𝗪𝗺 running it back for the second time. And then the card is stacked.
Yeah.
Obviously, we've got MVP coming over, making his UFC debut against, I think is going to be a very good fight. I think a fight a lot of the fans are sleeping on is Song Yadong and Peter Yan. Give us your sort of thoughts on the entire card, what you're looking forward to, and then give us a breakdown of the main event.
Man, it's an unbelievable card. 𝗏𝗏 2 is amazing. I love their dynamic. I love their history. O'Malley's first title defense. Cheeto has become a superstar. Love to see it. One of the 2 of the coolest guys that I've ever met covering combat sports, so love to see that. What about Dustin Poirier versus Benoit Saint-Denis, a 5-round co-main event? Tremendous. You know, is this the end of the line for Dustin? Is this the beginning of the BSD era, so to speak? MVP finally making his debut in the UFC against Kevin Holland. Tough fight for him. I think it's a very winnable fight for MVP, but let's see how it all plays out. And like you said, Song Yadong, Petr Yan, Jailton Almeida against Curtis Blades, RDA versus Mateusz Gamrot. I mean,
Gilbert Burns, Jack Della Maddalena.
It's like, it's 8, 9, 10 deep, you know, like we're getting spoiled on this one. Everyone was focused on 300, and here comes 299. On paper, a fantastic card. So Thursday, we get Cedric Doumbé in Paris, PFL. Friday, we get Ngannou and AJ. Saturday afternoon, we have a Glory Kickboxing Grand Prix 8-man one-night tournament. And then Saturday night, 299. What a weekend for combat sports.
Obviously, just before we let you go, we're from the UK. Any message out to your Nottingham Forest fans out there? I'm an Arsenal fan, by the way, so I'm sorry for what we did.
Forget Arsenal. You guys are going to bottle it again. Don't worry about it. We got screwed by the referee in the Liverpool match. Big match against Brighton coming up this weekend. And we have a massive stretch coming up. Very winnable games. Luton, Everton. Don't worry about it. Forest will be just fine. I believe in Nuno. I believe in the boys. We'll be just fine. And then we start fresh next season.
Arsenal are not going to bottle it. Ariel, thank you very much for your time. We appreciate it. Carry on doing what you're doing. It's an honor to speak to you.